Fuka Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, Fuka on a Friday. Fuka Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, Fuka on a Friday. Fuka Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, Fuka on a Friday. Fuka Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, Fuka on a Friday. MMA on a Friday, movies on a Friday. On a Friday, Fuka Friday.
I can rub my nipples to the sexy little beat. Me reading the news makes your chode wanna skeet. Watching MMA makes my knees so weak. Points to JBH, mission complete.
Fuka Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, Fuka on a Friday. Fuka Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, Fuka on a Friday. The points came right, now it's time to spin the Fukin wheel. Fuka Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, Fuka on a Friday. Fuka Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, Fuka on a Friday. Yes. Let's go. The UFC is back, baby.
Wonderful.
How you doing? Welcome to Fuka Friday. It's good to be here. It's good to be wonderful.
Wonderful.
I'm your host, Mystic Moss. This is
A JBM.
and we are here to delight you with content. As UFC Vegas 67 is tomorrow, we're going to be doing our circus show tonight. We're going to be doing predictions, but that is only for members. So you better member up because we are going to be live after this stream with our lock predictions. But tonight we have a fantastic show for you guys as Sean Strickland is over 10 pounds heavier. Well, actually 10 pounds heavier than his opponent. Completely fine. It's not like he missed weight. They're fighting at light heavyweight. But that makes it very interesting. The fight, main event with Sean Strickland and Imavov. So looking forward to that. I did say that Kelvin Gastelum is the better fight, but, you know, hey, you give Sean Strickland 10 extra pounds does make it a little more interesting. Dana White finally speaks out. Actually, we have him over here. He's like in the corner right over there. So we'll be playing Dana White's media scrum. We'll be giving our opinion on that because we haven't done that yet. And hopefully we could put to rest the slap situation with Dana White and his wife. McGregor's gay. James Krause scandal has heated up even more. There's more news on James Krause, so we'll be talking about that, and we'll be playing the points game. In fact, I'm going to start the clock right now over here. Good luck to everyone playing. And to play the points game, it's $2 to enter. Every person that donates, say, points to a specific player, the person with the most points wins. And the Hearns looking to defend his belt. Tonight, we're going to be giving away some sheath underwear. Yes! Why not? The winner gets undies. Very comfortable underwears. 20% off. The promo code is MMAHOLES. But Sheath is the best underwear you will ever wear with the optional pouch in the front. You can put your package in there. It's glorious underwear. I wear it every day. I enjoy it. And it is wonderful, wonderful. Good luck to everyone playing and having a chance to win the Sheath. Okay. Let's start off with Dana White. What do you say, Jess?
Let's do it.
Dana White in the corner over there, sitting on top of the Hearns high score king. So Dana White talking to the media. This was a little bit shocking because the media scrum happens before every fight night. and some of the fighters hit the desk. They talk to the peeps, and they just say, "Hey, yeah, it's been a great camp, ha 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 ha," all that fun stuff. But Dana White decides to hit the seat first and say, "Okay, let's get this out of the way." And I did not expect it. A lot of people, I'm pretty sure, did not expect Dana White there before a fight night addressing this situation. Now, Jess, first off, have you heard this?
Yes.
You did hear it, okay.
I did. I actually, as soon as it happened, I don't know how, but I managed to pick up the video and see the whole thing, everything he said.
Okay. All right, so I caught like 75% of it. So there's some parts I missed on this, but I think I got the gist of it. And I want to know in the chat, did you hear this? The Dana White media scrum. It's very interesting, so I figured let's dissect it tonight on the show and put it to rest. Because I got to be honest with you, I'm over the Dana White slapping his wife situation. I think it's silly. I think the whole thing is so freaking silly. But we'll listen to it. And Dana does have some interesting things that he does say. So chat, how you doing? Did you hear it? What's going on in your lives?
Dana sounded like a dope, says Casey Jones.
Whoa.
Stevie says yes. Gozerian says no. Gargoyle says not a 10-pound advantage. They are middleweights fighting middleweight. Too bad. Joey Stronghold says...
Wait, what did he say?
Not a 10-pound advantage. They are middleweights fighting middleweights. Too bad.
Everything you said there is wrong. Like everything. Everything was wrong.
Let's see. Kanoto says I was never my friend. I don't know what that means.
That's Dana White. I was never my friend. He was never his own friend, I think he's implying.
I think ESPN forced Dana to speak. Dana did say it was the first physical fight they have had. Do y'all believe in Moss and Jesse?
I think. All right, I'm gonna put.
Sure.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think this is the first time Dana whacked her. I think. I have a feeling she's probably emotional. She probably whacked him a bunch of times. I mean, the way she whacked him.
I can agree with that.
Not even thinking about it. He grabbed her arm. She smacked him. I have a feeling that she's a little hot-headed.
He knew that smack was coming before it even landed.
I'm sure he's hot-headed too, but I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I don't think, if I had to guess, I don't think he's hit her before. Is it impossible? No. I mean,
well, he didn't really hesitate to strike back, so
yeah, it's not impossible. But I mean, I don't know.
They were a little too comfortable throwing hands that night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But it's like speculation, like we don't know what the hell's going on here, and no one got hurt. I mean, seriously, like it is what it is. It's such a dumb situation. It's such a ridiculous topic. This is something that these two need to take care of with their kids. Figure out what the hell's going on. Is this relationship working or not? That's on them. He should have never hit her. I get it. He should never hit her. And he's saying don't defend him. He's telling everyone, and he'll say in a second over here about not defending him and blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like I am defending him. I just feel like I just don't give a shit. Like, honestly, domestic abuse is the worst. Like, you can't be doing that. They both are guilty of it. Both of them. And yes, you should never hit a woman. I get it. But
a woman should never hit you either.
Yes, exactly. So. Like they shouldn't be hitting each other. It's stupid. So for me to like hang Dana White, I can't do it. I just can't. It's ridiculous. Now, if this girl had a black eye and bruises and marks on her neck and whatever, okay, yeah, let's crucify Dana White. He whacked her. I mean, it's so nauseating to constantly talk about. So we're going to put it to rest after the stream. 2 joints.
Put Canada in the game. Hello, Jesse and Chris Bro.
Hello.
2 joints wants in the game. Let's go, baby. 2 joints. All right. We'll take out Mr. Steve Rivera. And 2 joints will be the first person from the chat to enter the game. Okay. Good luck, 2 joints. Maybe we'll be sending that sheath out to 2 joints. What do you think? 2 joints would look good in sheath underwear, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All righty. Thank you, 2 joints, for the donation. We'll be playing the Dana White clip in a sec. Well, actually, he's here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sanosi.
What happens if a host wins tonight? Also Hearns is high score king, but I'm his score god since he needs 2,610 for that song and emoji back. PT for Moss and Jess to start.
Okay, there we go. Thank you very much.
Is that what you mean?
I think he's splitting the points up, yes. If the host wins, No, we're a
Nothing.
spoiler. Yeah, it's gonna be spoiler action.
Nothing happens.
We get the sheath. You don't get the sheath. We get it. And I will buy myself some sheath because I can use it right now. Mine's getting a little worn out. But yeah, we'll buy the sheath if we win. If you guys win, you get a prize. That's it. So if you want to be a spoiler, points to the host. By the way, like I said before, we have another stream already locked and loaded. It's scheduled right after this stream. We're gonna go into the predictions. Must be a member. So join up, member up if you'd like to be part of the prediction stream. If not, no worries. We'll be live tomorrow as well for the entire fight card. And thank you for the donation. Let's split up the points over here. Come on, boys. Okay. So, 1 for me and 1 for Jesse. There we go.
Yes.
Okay, so now we surpass the Hearns. Sorry, Hearns. Get out of our way. We are up top. I'll be nice. I'll put Jesse up front, even though I'm going to win the game tonight. All right, there we go. Alrighty. Thank you for the donation, Sanosi. High Score King Sanosi.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kainoto.
Drinking game time. We take a shot every time Jesse laughs. Sober Carl winning this one. I'm also thinking Dana never slapped his wife before. Yo would have known already.
Yeah, I mean, it's speculation. We don't know. Like, we really don't. And I don't have the evidence that, I mean, yes, Dana did hit her in the club. That's evidence right there. But I don't see, let me take these lights off. I don't know. I get this weird vibe that I feel like Dana gets hot-headed. He probably throws things around. He probably yells and screams and then just jumps in his Lamborghini and leaves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what Dana would do. I don't think he's going to whack her. I don't know. What do you think?
You know what whack means, right? Like, I think you're using whack in the wrong context.
Well, this is not The Sopranos, Jesse.
Well, I'm just saying, every time you
what
say
is-
that, it sounds to me like you mean he's going to kill her.
Yes, he's going to kill his wife. I mean, we all want
That's
to
what
at
it
some
sounds
point
like.
in our relationships, but we don't go through with it. We're not like women.
Whack her.
I mean, whack. Look up the word. Let's see.
Whack? I'm sure it means hit.
Yes.
Or like...
All right, let's see. A whack definition. Or it could be like in the hood, whack is like...
Oh, that's
not cool.
whack.
That's whack. All right, here we go. What is this?
Used as a familiar term of address, chiefly in Liverpool.
Okay, that's not what I was looking for, but
Oh, here we go. Whack is sometimes confused with whack with an H. You spelled
okay.
it wrong.
Did I spell it wrong? Oh
Yeah.
shit, yeah, I did spell it wrong. Okay, hold on a second. I confused it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Strike forcefully with a sharp blow.
There you go. Okay, no death involved, Jesse.
I know, but it just sounds like...
Jesse Soprano. How dare you? Speaking. Speaking of whack, come on,
get loud, MMA holes in the crowd.
here he is.
MMA holes in the crowd. MMA holes in the crowd. MMA holes in the crowd.
Alrighty.
Put in and points Kainoto.
Put in Kainoto. Woo! All right, D-Rest, thank you for the donation. Maybe Kainoto gets the sexy sheath underwear. Very nice. All right, we'll take out Silver Carl for the time being, unless he jumps in. And put Kainoto. And so it's 2 to get him 4 points. Puts him in the lead. And that's basically how you play this game. By the way, if someone becomes a stream boss, they get to spin the wheel and can give 25 points or 100 points, if it lands on that, to the person of their choice in the game. This should be a fun one tonight. I have a feeling this is going to be a fun game. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for supporting the show.
Yeah, see?
That was a few days before Izzy became champ. Let's see. We'll be streaming the press conference.
When is the press conference? What press conference?
You mean press conference? Which one are we talking about? Are you talking about
The next pay-per-view?
Yeah, which press conference are you talking about? Well, we're going to be talking to Dana White, this mini Dana White. We got him in the building over here, so he'll be talking. By the way, I see people jumping in the chat talking about Strickland missing weight. Well, he didn't quite miss weight. He did hit weight because they're fighting a weight class higher. 194 was the weight for Imavov, and Strickland came in at 204. So he is 10 pounds heavier, but no penalty, none of that stuff. He just came in on the agreed weight, and Imavov came in a little bit under. So, do you think that's going to affect the main event? What do you think?
No. Maybe. I mean, we've seen weight advantages before, so maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with yes. Yes, it will affect the main event,
Okay, so let me ask you, because I'm going to be doing my predictions on the next stream over here.
which I will not be present for.
You will not. So who are you picking, Strickland or Imavov?
I
Put you on the
know
spot.
what's gonna happen because if I pick Imavov, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, it's just because you hate Strickland," and I don't hate Strickland, but I just don't think he's gonna win. So I'm gonna go with Imavov.
Yeah, so the face-off happened, and let's pull it up
Whoa!
here.
I didn't realize how big Nunez's head is compared to this guy.
Wow, yeah, it looks like they
She
superimposed
has
her
like
head
an
on the
alien
body.
head. Look at that.
That's not Nunes,
like twice
though.
the size of
What
his
the
head.
fuck? Look at Bronze Bomber. What is he doing? What's up with Instagram today? There's a bunch of weird-ass photos popping up. Let's see. I want to go to, we're going to be showing this in a second, but I do want to go to Sean Strickland. And he said, so every time he does, that's not even Strickland. Where the fuck? Every time Sean Strickland does a face-off right after a weigh-in, he's laughing, like he's giggling, right? And it's always weird and uncomfortable. But today he addressed
he's
it.
weird and uncomfortable.
He spoke about it, though, today, why he gets all goofy and uncomfortable with his face-offs. So let me pull that up really quick. Sean Strickland. It's so tough to find him on Instagram because there's a million fake accounts, and he constantly gets banned. Strickland. Where is he? Do you see him? Look at this. We searched it.
Just type in Strickland, maybe.
There's a million Strickland accounts. None of them is his. That's funny. There's PC Strickland.
Maybe go to Curtis's and then see if he
Look at
tags
this
Strickland.
nonsense. So I would have to go to Sean Strickland. I have
Here
to
you go.
Google it. Instagram. Okay, here we go. Strickland _MMA.
Oh, he's not verified?
No, he keeps on getting kicked off, so it's like impossible to find him. So here he is. Okay, so here's the face-off, and he's got this like goofball smirk on his face. He's kind of awkward. He's socially awkward. By the way, Imavov looks, even though Imavov has given up 10 pounds, he looks massive against him. Now Strickland has the reach, and Strickland, if anyone could win a decision, it's Strickland, right? But short notice and this and that. I'm going to give you a hint. I am leaning towards Imavov. It's not my final pick yet, but I am leaning towards Imavov over here. But this is what Strickland has to say why he's so goofy.
I'm going to tell you all a secret why I laugh and giggle at weigh-ins and I look like I don't take it serious. Because a motherfucker's looking me in the eye and they look at me aggressive like.
By the way, that wasn't Strickland farting or anything.
Excuse
That
me.
was Jesse sneezing like a ferret.
If I don't laugh and joke and smile, there's something in my fucking brain that switches and I want to just fucking do shit that will get me banned off Instagram. So I'm always laughing and joking to help keep me in check. You guys, I'm going to
Did you get that? Why is his phone like all sideways? What's going on with his phone?
I feel like he always does that. He like tilts his phone to an angle and then he records himself. He's like this. He's this guy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Instead
It's
of
like
just,
when
like,
the people hold the gun sideways, he holds his phone sideways. Strickland seems like the type of guy to hold the gun sideways, right? I don't know. I feel like he would, just for the hell of it.
Secret why I laugh and giggle at weigh-ins and I look like I don't take it serious. Because a motherfucker's looking me in the eye and they look at me aggressive.
Oh, there goes our monetization. Thanks, Strickland.
Like, if I don't laugh and joke and smile, there's something in my fucking brain that switches and I want to just fucking do shit that will get me banned off Instagram.
So that's why. That's why he smiles. And I kind of get it. Like, I kind of get it. When you're trying to not, like, act in a certain way, you just get silly. Like, for instance, when I go to a funeral or a wake specifically.
This is a perfect example.
Yeah, I go to a wake, I laugh. Like, I'm not laughing at death. I'm not laughing at people mourning their family or friends because that's a horrific thing to do, right? I laugh because I'm nervous, and it's because I don't want to show any other true emotions or feelings. So it's weird. It's like this like protective thing that
It's a defense mechanism.
yeah, it just happens, right? So I guess with Sean Strickland, it's very similar. He gets a little awkward. He's about to fight this man, and if he gets into the zone of, hey, let's mean mug each other, he might just fucking clock him. You know, like he just might get in there and just take him out. You know.
Yeah.
So he just gets into this real goofball mode. So I kind of get it. You know, I kind of get it. What do you think?
I mean, I can only go based off what I've seen you do, and I don't know.
You hate him. I know you hate. Just say it. I wish
Why
you
do
would say it.
keep
Or
saying that?
I don't know.
I don't hate. I actually think he's probably a really like cool, fun guy to be around.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that like, I feel like he just forces it. Like, I think that everything he does, maybe he has a little bit of edge to his personality, but I don't think it's to this extreme. I think this is all a facade for the fans. It gets people talking about him. We're sitting here talking about him right now. I don't hate the guy. You know, I wish nothing but the best for him. I hope his career just fucking takes off. Like, you know, I have no ill will. I don't think that this is the real him. That's all.
Yeah, we severely disagree on that. I honestly think it is, and I think he's got a lot of mental problems. I really do. I think he's socially awkward. I think he's screwed up in the head because his father was a piece of shit.
But I wonder if maybe there's like an Asperger's or some sort of level of a spectrum going on because of the way that he handles social situations. It's a little bizarre.
Yeah, I don't think this is calculated. I honestly think that he has issues. Like, he does. He's very open about his trauma from the past. Like, he's open about it, and he jokes about it in awkward ways. The way he addresses people, the way he's constantly making fun of people at press conferences. You know, he's trying to have fun, but at the same time, it's all not a shtick, but I feel like it's just a shield that he keeps up because he doesn't want anyone to get in there. You know, that's what I get.
Who knows? Who knows? I just, like, I'm not a big, like, I'm a fan of characters. You know, I'm a fan of fighters who put on characters, but I think to a certain extreme.
Okay.
And then once it passes that extreme, then I'm like, you know, it's for some people, obviously, like, you like it. I'm sure a lot of people in the chat like it. But,
I do.
But it's just my opinion. I'm just not the type of person who likes to go past a certain extreme with character.
He's very cringy, but I laugh every time. Like, anytime he hits the mic, I laugh. I know I was hard on him for his decision style of fighting, right? And I'm hoping that tomorrow we get to see a very aggressive kind of vintage Sean Strickland, a lot of crap talking. I hate the French. I don't know. Like, I hope we get some weird, crazy stuff like that from Sean. I don't think we are going to get it. I hope we do. But when it comes down to him getting on the mic and talking to people and face-offs and awkward explanation here, it just all lines up to me. You know, he's an awkward dude. Like, a really awkward dude.
Another reason I think people might like him, for those who do appreciate this version of him, I wonder sometimes if it's because maybe they can't say what's on their mind, or they're in a situation where, like, they're surrounded by people who wouldn't allow something like that, so they're kind of living through him when he's just sitting out there saying what's on his mind. Like, in some weird way, it's kind of like they're channeling that through him. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I wonder if that might be another reason people like him.
Maximus, you're wrong, man. I've been in the cage many of times. Not fighting, but interviewing. So take that.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about? We're literally not talking about that at all.
I have been in a cage, brother. I've been in a cage many of times, interviewing sweaty, beat-up human beings. Okay, let's see what we got.
Wonderful.
Kainoto.
I'm at this place in Pasadena, California. They've got TVs all over the place, and I just noticed the main TV is a Samsung. I'm gonna try to cast your show on that big-ass TV. My friend is gonna record. We may get kicked out. Lol. Savage.
Please. Dude, it's genius, because the Samsung, if you have a Samsung phone, screencast is a thing. Like, if I hit screencast, I'm getting everyone's TVs.
I don't know. Aren't you able to block that stuff?
If it's a brand new Samsung, like, you can just screencast it out there.
No, but on your TV, aren't you able to block screencasting?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm pretty sure they probably have some sort of I don't know if you're going to be able to
We'll find out, but let's go. That sounds like some shit I used to do with VNet. Like,
I think that sounds like some shit everybody has tried once or twice.
Yeah, like when Chromecast first came out and stuff like that, we always would look. That's fucking awesome. Yes, please put it on the Discord. I would love to see that. He says points to Savage. That's what he said, right? So let's go. Let's give points. Let's get Savage in the game. Let's see. Let's get Savage in the game. There he is. All right, Savage in the points game over here. I want to get your opinions on Sean Strickland. Like, me and Jess are a little divided and kind of agree, but I want to know what you think as well. I know a lot of people are, like, hard on Strickland when it comes, like, he's arrogant, he's smug, he's an asshole, he's this, he's that. It's weird. I don't see it. Like, I see what you're saying. Listen, it's very obvious, like, everything that you're accusing of.
Saying he's
I've seen it in the chat. I just saw it today.
Arrogant?
Yeah, like that he's smug, he's an asshole, people. This is the criticism he gets because it's so obvious. Like that's the obvious thing to say, right? Because you just see something, you say something, but you're not really thinking more. There's more to Sean Strickland. There's a lot more to the guy. You know?
I think he has something going on, like mentally. That's the reason that he is this way.
Well, okay, we agree there, and I think he would agree with you too. Like he's made mention that he's got something wrong with him, so there's definitely something twisted in him.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Strickland needs a win in my opinion. I hope this inspires him to try to be more aggressive. PTSK Notto.
Okay, let's go, baby. He does need to win. Although, I do have to say this. And let's give those 2 points to Kainoto over here. He could afford to lose this fight. And let me tell you why. He's doing the UFC a favor. You know, he's coming in there. Let me look at the rankings real quick before I come. Well, what do you think? Do you think it's a must-win for Strickland? He's on a 2-fight skid.
Yeah.
You would say so?
I don't think the UFC is going to let him go if he loses. Like, I think the UFC...
Let him go? No, I mean, that's a little severe.
Well, you're saying must win.
You can't let him go when...
So, like, if he doesn't win, then I don't think this is going to be... Because I think the UFC is capitalizing on marketing him, so I think it's a must-win for his record, for sure. But I just don't see that happening.
Well, here's the standings over here at middleweight. Now, keep in mind, they're not fighting at middleweight. Sean Strickland's coming in on short notice. Now, you can look at the number 7 ranking of Strickland over here, and you could say, well, why is he taking this fight? Imavov is sitting at number 12, okay, sitting right over here. You could say it's a dangerous fight. I don't think you automatically just bounce Imavov completely up the rankings like this. You're going to have to move around some things, but I don't think Sean drops tremendously from losing his fight because he's literally saving a card, and they're fighting at a catch weight, you know? So I don't think it's deadly for Strickland. I still think Strickland bounces back after this on a full camp, gets a win. You know, he's right back in the mix again. I really do see that. A catch weight, short notice fight, nah. I don't think it's a must win. I really don't. Yes or no in the chat if you think it is. So you're saying yes?
I think it is a must win.
Okay, so Jesse says yes. I say absolutely not. But let's see what the chat says.
I don't think it's a must-win, but a win would keep him up in the contender status as Stevie. Sober Carl says he can talk outside the cage, saved him for being fired. That's crazy. Times have changed. I'm picking Sean to win, says David. Percules says the MMA casuals. Goodnight says same piss, different urinal cake. Fuck all these catch weights, says Maximus.
Well, what do you do, though? Like, I mean, the card was kind of the main event was in jeopardy. Do you put Ige versus... listen, I love the co-main event. But Jackson Ige is not a main event for, it's not going to really do much here. Sean Strickland's kind of selling it. So, save the card.
Now he can afford to lose, hopefully not by KO, though, says Dustin Diamond. Percules says it's a 3-day notice. Why wouldn't they cut him? It's not. He retracted his message.
Wait, yeah, I think he definitely got. I think he got a little jumbled on the way out.
I think he meant why would they cut him?
Yeah,
basically saying it would make no sense for the UFC to cut him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think the UFC is going to cut him.
Imagine you cut Strickland, he saves the card.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's like, hey, Sean, sorry, bud, but you're on a 3-fight skid. I don't care if you came in on 3 days notice. It's a catch weight fight. It is interesting. I am leaning towards Imavov. And in the next stream, I'll be bouncing back and forth until I make that prediction. I can't give you a solid lock right now, but I am leaning in the direction of Imavov. I love the way he looked. He's ready. Like, Imavov is just ready. And even though he's given up 10 pounds, I mean, I guess you can argue that Strickland can get that decision over him. He's got the reach. He's got the better gym. But I just don't think short notice on Imavov is... I don't think it's gonna work. It's a fascinating fight. It really is, because if you look at the resume and you look at who Imavov fought, it's not the
Let me see Imavov's
best
resume.
of the best. Like, and look who he lost to here.
Let's see.
So the Russian sniper.
Didn't he just have a fight recently, like not too long ago?
Imavov's last fight was the Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah, in September.
Yeah, so that was a decision on Buckley, who just got smoked by Chris Curtis.
I remember the Shabazian fight.
Yeah, he stopped the hype train of Shabazian. Ian Heinisch, listen.
Wasn't that Heinish's first loss since he came into the UFC?
No.
Heinisch, yeah.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, I think that was right after...
Man, if you got that right, you got a really good memory. I don't think that's the case, but here, let's see.
Imavov.
Wait, hold on a second. I passed him.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's his last loss.
Yeah, I'm like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, that's off.
Okay.
But
Well-
yeah, like I said, so look at the guys he beat, right? Joaquin Buckley, nothing spectacular. I mean, has the fantastic knockout, but he's a solid fighter, not a champion. Shabazian has a bright young future, but still very green. So probably got Shabazian at the right time. Finished him. Ian Heinisch smuggled drugs in his ass. Phil Hawes, a guy that Chris Curtis knocked out as well, he lost to by a decision, majority decision on Phil Hawes. Jordan Williams he beat, and then that's it for the UFC. So if you look at the resume, there's not much on paper here to say, okay, guaranteed lock against Sean. The only reason why I'm leaning towards Imavov...
Well, it is some leverage, though. I mean, it's not a guaranteed lock, but it does provide a lot of leverage. The fact that he fought. I mean, I don't know. Some people could make their argument for Heinisch, but he has fought not cans, you know? Like, these past opponents weren't cans. So, it was some competition.
No champions. Like,
no.
You
You're
know
right.
what I'm saying?
There's no champions, but, I mean...
You look at Strickland.
I
I mean, he
know.
got smoked, but he got smoked by Pereira. You know, that's a champ right there. He lost to Cannonier. Some say he won that fight. And if you think about Jared Cannonier, probably better than anyone that Imavov faced. So Alex Pereira, Cannonier, Jack Hermanson. Come on. Yoko. I'm going to skip your eye hole. Let's see. Jack Marshman. Talib. And then we're into the welterweight days. But, I mean... I don't know. I'm going by looks here. I do think Imavov, and the fact that he has been ready, you know, to fight, going through an actual camp. So he went from Kelvin to Sean Strickland. My man's ready. So it's really tough. The only thing you can give Strickland is, you know, he's a curveball, different style fighter, got 10 extra pounds, has a very good gym. You know, and if you're looking at the odds here, Strickland is a plus 115, so he's not a massive underdog in this fight. It's a fascinating fight. It really is. I don't think you could really go strong in a certain direction, even though I'm leaning towards France. I could see the argument for Strickland. I really could. I don't think it's a home run for Imavov, not quite yet. But I think it is a fascinating fight. Let's get back into the donations over here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That swag is short for wacky, like crazy, points Lenoto.
Okay, Linoto. Thank you very much for the donation. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Wow, Kainoto might win the undies tonight, Jeff. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Hearns is going to win.
Really?
Yep.
You don't think Zanosi's going to swoop in for the undies?
I haven't even seen Hearns in the chat, but I just have this weird feeling that there's sheath underwear on the line, and Hearns loves his underwear. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Oh,
I'm saying,
that's true. I forgot.
you know, Hearns, he likes that
He has a
undies.
weird
He's got a
liking.
couple.
Yeah.
He's got those undies, man. So I don't know. I think Hearns might get himself some undies tonight. But Kainoto is in the lead, so we'll see how this game plays out. Hour 30 left.
Super chat.
UFC 67 post-fight got a live up, but they pretty late.
UFC 67 post-fight. Is that the press conference he's talking about?
Oh.
I tell you what, if Strickland, I'm going to probably wait around tomorrow. It's an early fight card anyway, so I'll probably hang a little longer on the stream and listen to the press conference with you guys. Because I would like to hear Strickland, as long as he's not injured. I would like to hear what Strickland has to say post-fight. So yes, I'm going to go with yes. I'll continue it.
Super chat.
Osada.
Happy Friday. You can put me in.
All right.
Okay, Osada in the game. Let's go.
Jason Osada. Joe Sada.
Let's go. He might get the undies. Wow, Osada might get the undies now. So let's put Jason in the game here. Thank you for the donations. Appreciate that. We'll take out Dark Matter. And we'll
Joe
put in
Sada.
Jason Osada. Okay, here we go. Let's put him right there. Boom. Okay, good luck. Good luck. By the way, it's Friday the 13th. Do you feel any spookier today?
Nah. I always feel spooky, Moss.
So Friday the 13th doesn't amplify it for you?
No, does it amplify it for you?
Yes, I'm very scared today.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. David Bugner has become a member. Actually, David Bugner has been a member for 6 months.
Let's go, David.
Very important to be a member. Listen.
Oh, super
I'll say it in a second. David coming in with a 5.
Sean is loose and ready. He knows he has nothing to lose. He just stroked the boss taking this fight for the save.
There we go. I like the way you think. If you were to ask me who you're rooting for, Strickland.
So but you don't think Strickland will win?
Right now, no. I'm leaning towards Imavov, but I'm rooting for Strickland, yes. Who do you think's going to win?
Imavov.
Who are you rooting for? Imavov?
I don't think I'm rooting for either of them, honestly. Like, it's just one of those fights, like, I get the allure, and I get why you're, but I'm not picking one way or the other with my heart. I'm just picking with my head on this one.
I would like to see Strickland fight for a title. Just the lead up. Even if the title fight sucks, the lead up would be amazing. With Sean Strickland. Like, we had so much fun when he was going back and forth with Izzy with the Praeth fight, even though it didn't work out that well for Strickland in the fight. The press conference was so much fun to listen to. So I kind of need that in my life.
But even if he got the title, do you think he could retain it?
I don't even think he's going to get the title. I don't think he's going to get it.
Theoretically, if your dream came true and he got the title, would he be able to defend it?
Well, if I don't think he's going to win the title, how am I going to say he's going to defend the title?
He's not going to defend the title.
I don't think he ever wins the title, but still, we could always keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I see Sean won't be a champ. Says Sean Hart. He's a Sean. He would know. But does anyone think that Strickland is going to be a champion?
Is he
it'd be fun,
worthy?
but no, I don't see it. I really don't. I hope so, man. I hope I'm completely. I would love if I was wrong about any fighter in any scenario. Like, I hope that this is the one. Like, I hope this is where I catch a massive L and Sean Strickland goes on like this epic run and just just makes me not mystical anymore. But I don't see how it happens. I can't. Like, I can't. Let's look at the course here. I did this with Glover. Let's see if I could do it with Sean. The path to victory for Sean Strickland, okay? First off, it's very difficult because Sean he's fighting at a catch weight right now. So this fight means nothing, really. Mm-hmm. Now, if Sean wins, it does look good. He beats a youngster. But,
it's a bounce back on his record.
And he bounces back, yeah. But, okay, let's see. Paulo Costa, does he beat him? Oh, that's a great fight.
No.
Strickland Costa?
No.
I would like to see that.
Costa wins that one.
Okay. Who wins that fight? Costa or Strickland? Here, I'll put a poll in the chat. We're going to get to Dana White in a second, too. But I'm actually curious what you think. Oh, here's a Q&A. I don't even know what the hell that means. Here, start a poll. Who wins? I think it's going to be pretty lopsided, but let me throw it out there anyway. Costa might not even be on the roster anymore. But let's see. Costa, Strickland. Who are you giving it to?
I would give it to Costa.
Okay, we'll throw it in there quick. Some people are actually saying Strickland.
No, I don't hate him, Hercules. Like I said, I don't have any emotion towards the guy. I have no emotional attachment at all. I don't like the character. But like we discussed, maybe it's not a character and it's just the way he is. Either way, I'm indifferent.
It really is. Like, I see a bunch of people saying it's a great fight. It really is a solid fight. Like, I would love to see Costa versus Strickland. That's fun.
Who do you think wins?
Because here's the thing. Sean Strickland, he's been that decision guy. With Paulo Costa, though, I feel like that's not the case here. Like, Costa's going to be looking to take this man's head off.
Who do you think
So that's going to
wins?
put Strickland in a dogfight. I think Strickland is a better striker. But Costa's way more scary. I think if you're just looking at straight up boxing, like, I feel like Strickland is probably a better boxer than him. And even though he does the little, I don't know. I feel like Strickland could outstrike him. I do. But it would be hard for me to pick Strickland in the fight. I would probably pick Costa.
All right.
I probably would.
Moving on from Strickland.
Okay, hold on. Why are we moving from Strickland?
I don't know. I feel like we've been on this topic for a long time.
All right, so let's look at. Well, we're literally in the middle of a segment going path to a championship. You want to just bail on the segment or no?
No, don't care. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, let's try to get to that. Wow, it's pretty close. All right, get your votes in. Keep getting your votes in over here. Oh, my God. It swung in favor of Strickland.
Those are troll accounts, Mom.
This might be
People
recency
are logging
bias.
into their alt accounts and trying to weigh the poll.
Holy smokes. Let's watch this thing. Okay, keep voting, keep voting, keep voting. What do we got? $1.88? Vote away. We need you guys to get your votes in as quick as possible. It's on top of the live chat because I'm going to take this thing out because I do want to see other scenarios here. But people are saying Strickland would beat Costa. Fascinating. Look at that, Jess. I mean, it's close, but it's actually closer than I would expect. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked at how this poll is going. Wow, look at this thing, Jess. Now people getting their troll accounts and it's still close, but wow, Strickland in the lead. Look at that. Okay. All right, I'm taking the poll out.
All right.
There we go. Poll is out. Sean Strickland beats Paulo Costa. Wow. Okay. All right, so you got Derek Brunson, Marvin Vettori, Jared Cannonier, and Jared Cannonier, you could make the argument that he beat him, right? A lot of people didn't like the scoring on that fight.
Mm-hmm.
He does not beat Whitaker.
I agree.
He doesn't beat Adesanya, right? Or does he, Jess?
Don't ask silly questions.
We saw it happen with Alex Pereira. So here's the thing. So I'm trying to think of the path. Robert Whitaker gets hurt a lot. He kind of pulls out of fights or he just has bad luck, right? So there's ways to navigate around Robert Whitaker. I don't know how much longer Alex Pereira is really going to fight because him and
Pereira is an animal. There is no
but
getting
how much
around
longer?
Pereira.
No, but how much longer do you think he's going to compete? Like, I don't know how long he's going to really compete for. Like, he's not, like, super young.
What do you mean? He just got the belt. He's in this for a while.
I know he just got the
He's
belt.
not going anywhere.
But what's to stop him from going up to fight? Right? Let's see. Hold on. Pereira is 35.
So?
Okay? He's 35 years of age.
You're acting like he's 40 already.
I'm not saying he's geriatric, but what I'm saying here is not the youngest. So Pereira's 35. What if he goes up and fights to try to be a double champ, but it kind of holds up the division a little bit, right? I'm trying to find the path. Like, I don't think Sean Strickland's going to be a champion, but I'm trying to find how we can get him there, right? So let's say Pereira decides to go up.
Well, he would still have to. He still has the belt unless he vacates.
You gonna hear me out, or you want to just keep talking? Pereira has the belt. Okay, he moves up, but because he moves up, there's time, and the UFC says, you know what, we might want to do an interim strap at middleweight. It's possible.
Interim. He still has to.
It's possible. We've seen guys move up, and they don't want to hold up a division, so yeah, throw an interim strap. They're not the real champ, but interim strap. So now you have Adesanya, you have Whitaker, Cannonier already fought him, you got Vettori and Brunson. There could be some weird situation or weird scenario. I don't know how he gets past Whitaker and Adesanya. Like,
what?
you need Adesanya to get hurt, and Whitaker has to have some weird shit happen. Maybe he fights Vettori, even though they're buddies. Does he beat Vettori?
It's a tough one. I think he could. I think he has.
I think he could too.
I think he has a fighting chance against Vettori.
I think Sean Strickland could beat Vettori. I think he can outpoint him. So maybe some bizarre scenario, they fight for an interim strap. But, I mean, we're talking like, we're really going there. You think Vettori wins? All right, let's see. We'll throw that poll in here too. I'm trying to find that route. It's not likely. But let's see. Okay, who wins? And then we'll move on. Wins. Because the chat knows better than all of us, Jesse. Am I spelling this right?
Yes.
Strickland. Okay. Okay, we're good? Let's ask the chat. Yeah, like if there's some weird, bizarre, I don't think he beats Adesanya or Whitaker. But, and Adesanya's not getting any younger. He's 34, 35 himself, right? Or 33? How old is he?
Right? I feel like we're constantly asking how old Izzy is. I think it was 33 the last time we checked, or 34.
I honestly think he's 34.
Yeah, it could be 34.
Last style bender. 23-2, and oh yeah, 33. Okay. So
33.
All right. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's see what the chat says here in the poll ski.
All right. Maximus says, I'm an MF beast. I ain't playing. Okay. Good says, Victoria and Strickland trained together, right? Or Vittori.
Yeah,
He said
they've trained
Victoria.
together.
And Strickland trained together. Strickland comes forward, says Duke Chronic. Justin says Strickland is an overrated bum. His roasts are overrated too. He's a slightly more coherent Colby Covington. Good night says fuck it. Just don't cry says Hercules.
Let me just say this though. Colby and Strickland are light years different on the mic. Colby is a character, whereas Sean is a nut job. Like, he's just a head case. You know what I'm saying? Like, Colby's WWE. Sean Strickland probably needs a therapist. Both funny in their own way. So I don't know how you compare those two. Like, I just don't, on the mic at least. Or even in the cage.
I think Colby could use a therapist too.
Maybe.
Sean is too big says Duke Chronic. How old is old? Says Stevie. Put a poll up. I mean, 40 is retirement age for a fighter. Or around 40 is retirement age generally.
Well, Glover disagrees.
I don't know what Glover is doing.
He's magical. He gives us old guys hope.
Dana's fake apology was full of toxic masculinity, aka fake. That apology was fake.
We're gonna go there, Johnny. We're gonna go there.
Strickland goes back down to 170 and fights Masvidal for the BMF.
I would love to see. Well, you know, he's at 204 right now, so welterweight's never happened for Strickland again. I don't know how the hell did he make welterweight.
Strickland beats Francis.
All right, so they're picking Vittori. So forget it. It's over. Strickland is never going to win a belt. In fact, he probably never is going to fight for a belt, and it's unfortunate because it sucks. I would like to see that, but okay. I can't make the path. We made it with Glover. I can't find the lane for Strickland to get there. Who knows? Maybe a year passes and everything changes, but I don't see it. So there we go. The poll's done. Let's go, champ. Let's get back to the donos and then Dana White in studio.
Wonderful.
Fuko Friday.
Chrissy Poo, thanks for giving me the wonderful purple color for the game. Points to my best bro. 2 joints. Wish there was more Canadians in the chat, bro.
Okay. Wait. Chrissy Poo, thanks for giving me the wonderful purple. So what is that? 2 joints being damn savage?
I guess.
Thank
you.
you.
Said Chrissy Poo. So
okay. It sounds very 2 joints-esque.
Yeah.
And so who's the points going to again?
2 joints.
2 joints. Okay, 2 joints. Let's go. Thank you. I think that's 2 joints. I would imagine he's got 2 points. 2 joints, 2 points. And moves past the hosts, looking to get that sheath underwear in Canada. Look at that. Thank you for the donations. Appreciate it. We have an hour and 15 minutes left in the game, and the points game is very, very close tonight. 8 Kainoto, 2 joints, 2. JBM, Mystic Moss with 1. Hearns, Damn Savage, Osada.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's see what else we got over here.
Wonderful.
No one named Sean loses tomorrow night. OSSS, clinking beer mugs, Yeah, I think Sean is actually going to lose. Short fight notices aren't good statistically speaking.
Okay. Now, I think there is some sort of advantage for fighters coming in on short notice. We saw Nate Diaz.
If the fighter's crazy enough, short notice means shit. So I think Strickland could have that advantage there.
Well, it depends. It depends on, I think, the fighter's style. And a guy like Sean Strickland is a lot different than Kelvin, but I don't think it's enough. Like, it's not like you're going like heavy grappler to a heavy striker or a heavy striker to a heavy grappler. Kelvin's got bombs in his hand. He's got wrestling, but it's not like he's really using it much. So it's basically 2 strikers. They hit different, but 2 strikers. So I feel like if you're coming off and there's a severe swing, maybe, but in this situation, I don't think Sean does have much of an advantage besides weight. I don't. But what do you think, Jess? Advantage coming off the bench for Strickland or disadvantage?
I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think that the short term or what do you want to call it? Short fight notice. I don't think that that's really gonna put too much weight on one side or the other. I think it's more gonna be skill versus skill. I think Imavov just has it.
Okay. So even camp or no camp, doesn't matter.
Even if Sean Strickland had a camp, I would probably still pick Imavov.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sanosi.
Endeavor would be shitting themselves if he became a dominant champ. So un-PC, borderline psycho, banned off social media. I kinda want it. Him or Colby worse as a dominant champ? PTSK Notto.
Let's see. Him or Colby worse as a dominant champ. So who
Worse
would be
in what way? Worse for the business or worse for fans? Like, worse how?
Colby
Because
Covington.
they both have their positives to being champ.
He's Colby's a bad guy. Like, he plays the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? It's a heavy shtick. So I don't think it's bad if Colby's, because people are going to buy pay-per-views just to root against him. People are going to buy pay-per-views to root for him. Sean Strickland, I don't know. He's got some sort of charm. Like, I don't know. I know Jessie she's not down with Sean, but
No, I don't care. Like, I'm indifferent. I have no emotional, attachment. I have no opinion other than whether or not I think he's going to win the fight. There have been fights that I picked Sean Strickland to win. So, you can't really go based... I'm completely indifferent.
So, when it comes to press conferences or media scrums, Sean all day over Colby, for me. I would choose Sean every time over Colby. Colby's fun, but he stutters, and it's like so scripted what he's saying. It doesn't really land every single time, and Sean doesn't land every time, but even when it doesn't land, the cringe makes me laugh anyway. Like, he's so cringy.
Well, I think they're both really cringy, but it's just a different type of cringe.
Who would you like better on the mic? Like if you said, okay, Colby press conference or Strickland press conference, what would you go with? I mean, I don't even think it's close.
I think Strickland is more fascinating to watch. Yeah, I would probably go in the direction.
I mean, he's
of
literally
Strickland.
calling this the French people weak, but not in a hey, I wrote this down beforehand. He's just I just think French people are fucking weak, and it's you don't say that. You're not supposed to say that. That's wrong.
Yeah, I think Colby goes for more of the personal direct attacks, and Sean Strickland goes more for the non-PC, just say what's on your mind attack kind of thing. It's not even he's attacking. He's just blurting shit out. I think that's the difference, and that's what gives Sean Strickland the edge a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm not shitting on Colby Covington. I'm just saying, because both of them are more interesting than a lot of other fighters on the roster. I wouldn't want to see any of these press conferences with some of these other guys. So I'm not saying that Colby is just useless, but
I think
between
Colby
the two,
is
I go
more
Strickland all day.
tactical with his shit talk.
It's written down.
And Strickland is he was dropped on his head as a baby, and this is just how he is, kind of shit talk.
The minute you start stumbling and stuttering and talking trash, you lost me. I'm out. And Colby has done it so many times. He's gotten even after a fight, he got on the mic and he just starts stumbling over his line. And it's just bro, you didn't nail it. Didn't work. And whereas Strickland, even if he stumbles, it's just he just comes back with some sort of cringy ass shit that I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I could relate to mental illness. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's a silly conversation, so I'm going to move on. Let's see what else we got here.
Super
Did he get points over there? Or where did points go? Kanoto?
It rubs the lotion in or it gets the hose again.
Yeah, it was Kenoto.
Okay. It rubs the lotion. Thank you. Whatever the fuck that means. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. He gave points to Kainoto?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 10 points to Kainoto.
Oh, it was 2.
He has 8.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay, so 10 to Kainoto. All right. Why, thank you. All right, we're caught up on the points game. By the way, the Hearns hanging on by a thread over here. The wheel is about to be spun. 24 points, and Hearns gets taken out. And if you spin that wheel, you can put 25 points onto a player, or you can get that 100 and put it on the player and catapult them into the lead. So good luck to everyone playing. We have an hour and 9 minutes left. And before we get into Dana White, that's right, he's here. Dana White's going to talk to us. I mean, you heard about what happened with Dana, right?
I did.
Yeah. Apparently he slapped his
hasn't?
wife. He's going to talk about it here on the channel, live. Let's talk about the rest of our sponsors over here. Before we get into that, we got CBDX.com.
If you want to get high, head over to CBDX.com. This is not CBD. This is CBDX, which means it does contain THC. It will get you high, put you under the influence, so you must be at least 21 or over to purchase. Do not operate any heavy machinery, and you must check your local state laws before purchasing. Head over to CBDX.com. Use promo code MMAHOLES. That's MMAHOLES for 20% off of your entire purchase. And if you want to bet on all of your favorite live sports, including MMA and the UFC, head over to mybookie.ag. That's mybookie.ag using promo code MMAHOLES. That's promo code MMAHOLES, and you can receive a 100% match on your first deposit. And treat your jewels like royalty. Don't waste your money on generic underwear when you can slip into a pair of Sheath. That's right, baby. Head over to sheathunderwear.com. The greatest underwear there is, the most comfortable underwear there is. SHEATH underwear.com. Use promo code MMAHOLES for 20% off of your entire purchase. And if you want to watch the fights on the UFC fights, and all of your favorite live sports, head over to ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus, link in the description below. When you use our link, you're also helping out the MMA holes, so don't forget to use that link.
Okay. Thank you, sponsors. One's in the chat if you're ready to hear from the boss, Dana White.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Two joints.
Points 2 joints.
Oh, 2 joints, getting some points from 2 joints. Let's go. We got a game. Who's getting the undies? I'm actually excited here. I got to be honest with you. I want them. I want the undies. So you could go points to Mystic, and we could just play spoiler. I'm just saying. But Kainoto is in the lead with 10. 2 joints 4. JBM 1. Mystic Moss 1. Everyone else with zeros. Hearns, Damn Savage, Osada. If you'd like to get in the game, $2 to enter the points game. Thank you for the support of the program. You guys keep us live and flowing and going. You guys are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Next week, we got a fun show Wednesday night with a bunch of content creators in the MMA world. You probably know all these guys. They're coming on the show. We're going to be talking smack, having some fun. Power Slap is going to be after that. I'm nervous. Gotta be honest with you, I'm nervous.
Why?
I think it's so dumb. Like,
That makes you nervous?
so dumb. And I'm nervous because I'm trying to keep an open mind going into this. But I just saw like a little promo again today of Dana White talking about Power Slap. And here's the rules to Power Slap. And it's like, you must put your face straight. You can't flinch or do this or they take a point. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm watching this and I felt like my brain was melting.
I have to see this. Is it on Instagram?
Yeah, go check it out. I would play it. I don't know if they're going to hit me with a, I would play it here. But it looks so bad. Like, it really looks bad. I want to give it a chance because, usually Dana White knows what he's doing. But my God, is it dumb. Pearl Gonzalez is throwing her.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
She's getting into it.
Who's that? Oh, Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor Starling. She's been going hard on OnlyFans.
No, remember she said...
No, she's... Are you kidding me?
Look, she only has one other picture like that.
You gotta... No, Taylor is all in. She is straight up OnlyFans. Like, she's all in.
All right.
Yeah, Taylor's all in. And she's dodging the MMA holes.
What does her boyfriend think about that? I thought
He's
he
probably
was
filming
super
it.
strict.
Listen, money's money, man. Money's money. Right? That's why we do OnlyFans over here. That's why I get naked. That's not. So, yeah. So, Dana White gets right back into this. I'll play this while Jesse's watching the
I'm just looking for it. I don't know
promo.
where it is.
But yeah, Dana is like, he addressed the media and he is right back on the saddle.
What?
Doing his, breakdowns. Yeah, Dana is just, he's doing his thing, man. What's up?
What's up, everybody? We're back live this
I just slapped my wife. Here we go. All right.
Saturday night from the Apex here in Las Vegas.
And I slapped the shit out of my wife. Let's talk about the fights.
It's not on his Instagram.
No, just look up Power Slap rules. It's like on YouTube. I saw it on
Oh,
Twitter.
you said it was on Instagram.
No.
Oh, forget it.
What's up, everybody? I slapped the shit out. I slapped my wife so hard she shit her pants. Let's talk about the fights.
What's up, everybody? We're back live this Saturday night from the Apex here in
And my wife shit her pants because I slapped so hard. All right, anyway.
Look at all the comments. This is a really slapping card today.
Yeah.
This card is going to slap.
So he responded. Someone was making a slap joke, and someone was saying how, all right, it's old now, right? The jokes. This is a slapping card or something like that. And he responded to it.
Yeah, this is
with
a really
100.
slapping card today. Is that it?
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Is that the one where he responded to? Where is it? This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dana's on one of these, unless he pulled it back. Let's see. There's so many of them. So to find the one where Dana responded to. No, but he did. He responded to one. He put 100 when someone was defending him. So he's seeing these comments. Like, it's just
Well, of course he is. He just put himself in the biggest pickle he'll ever be in his career.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, everybody?
I slapped the fucking shit out of my wife.
Back live this Saturday night from the Apex.
Her fucking head spun around 4 times. Let's talk about the fights. You goof. By the way, anyone coming here from Reddit, we become Reddit superstars, courtesy of guys like Kainoto dropping the memes, and then Jordan Levitt. Shout out to Jordan Levitt. Damn Savage pulled something on Discord, put it on Discord. We showed Jordan. He said, I'm sharing this shit tomorrow. Gave us a shout out. Let's go to Jordan Levitt's thing here. Shout out to the Monkey King. Fucking love that guy, Jordan Levitt. The Monkey King. Getting some new followers because of the shout out. So thank you, Monkey King, for that. But yeah, Reddit has been like...
You're on him. Stop clicking.
Been very friendly. So here's the post. And look what he said, Jesse. Look, he gave us a little shout out over here. Look at this.
Thank you, MMA Holes, for showing me this gem.
That's right. That's right. You're welcome. Oh, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Took us over here, Jesse. I just want to squeeze it, yeah. I just want to squeeze it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about Conor being gay now?
I don't even know that whole story. I
Yeah.
guess there was just a picture released or something, or...
So I don't even give a shit. I went on this. Yeah, he
I
there
know
was a
about the gay
like
porn
on
thing.
it. Like, I think it's the dumbest thing. People are going nuts over it. I'm gonna make some jokes. Hey, if it's a hot topic, I'm gonna make jokes about it. But I'm like, who gives a fuck? Even if Conor is gay, like even if that is the case, which I don't think it is, but if it is, who gives a shit? Like, who cares? Like, is it like, oh my god, Conor's gay? Like, even if he was, does it really matter? Would it change your opinion on Conor McGregor if he sucked a couple of dicks?
I think, in my humble opinion, that people just sit on Twitter and wait for individuals that they dislike to mess up so that they can catch them on it and create this big fucking thing. And somehow they get a thrill out of it, I guess. Maybe it gets them their 2 seconds to, like, ejaculate all over the place. I don't know. I don't know what they're getting out of it, but...
I think the jokes are funny. I like the jokes. I like the memes that are coming out of it. You know, everyone horsing around about it. So I like the humorous part of it. The thing that I find really weird are the people like, oh my god, could you believe this fucking guy's gay? Like people like on that aspect, like oh my god, Conor's gay, to the point where it's like so shocking, and they want it like, even if Habib came out and said he was gay, right? If Habib came out and said he was gay, do you think I'm gonna fucking say, oh my god, Habib's gay, this is incredible? Like, I don't give a shit if he fucks a sheep,
a lot of people would be
a woman,
up
or a
in
guy.
arms because of his religion. I think that would cause a lot of uproar among MMA fans.
Would you be shocked if Habib if he came out, hey, I smashed men?
I mean, yeah, I'd be a little shocked, but like, it wouldn't be enough for me to sit here and just like, even this conversation now, like, I have no interest. I'm good. I don't need to talk about someone else's sexual preferences. I could care less.
Yeah, right. Like, that's the weird thing. Like, I think we're so like, I don't know, the whole gay and straight thing. Like, it's so ridiculous now that it's like, yes, Habib is gay, bro. I see what your squiggly lines in the chat. No, I'm kidding. I mean, who cares? Even if he was, like, who gives a shit?
I look at it this way: if it doesn't affect your life,
yeah,
like,
it's
is
weird.
it changing your life? If not, then maybe we should just continue on with our lives.
So, could you believe it? Conor McGregor's gay. Could you fucking believe it? This is crazy. I got proof. Who cares if you have like it's so fucking nuts. It's so nuts. But yeah, we're capitalizing on it now because everyone's talking about it. But I think it's funny. You know, I think the actual Conor being gay memes are funny. I think that's fine. I think memes in general are funny. But, you know, to be like so super shocked and be like, oh my god, I don't think he is gay. But even if he was, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care what you do behind closed doors. I don't. As long as you're not hurting anybody. Which gay sounds like it kind of does hurt, to be honest, though, Jesse. You know? Like, it seems painful. Right? It's a painful lifestyle. There's nothing really, right? A little painful.
I was listening to Howard Stern the other day, and there was this gay guy that was talking about how he got Botox on his butthole because apparently Botox relaxes the muscles.
Yeah, I mean...
And this way he could have sex with, like, bigger packing men because now his butthole is relaxed from the Botox, so it doesn't, like, hurt, I guess. So there's some advice.
Listen.
If you like taking it in the butt,
whatever
make
you
sure
want to do.
Botox
Like,
your
whatever
butthole.
makes you happy. Like, whatever makes you happy, it's fine. But it sounds incredibly uncomfortable to be... It sucks, man. I don't know. Poor the fucking gay people. I have no idea. If you're gay in the chat, I feel for you, man. I mean, it sounds like it's a rough lifestyle. It doesn't sound like it's fun in any way. But all right, anyway, let's move on from that. Botox in the bum.
Silence of the Lambs quote. Buffalo Bill.
Aha. By the way, anyone excited about the NFL playoffs starting tomorrow? Anyone watching the playoffs over the UFC? We did a poll. Thank you for the donation over there. Appreciate that. You guys have been very generous tonight, and I appreciate your support, keeping us alive on the air. Look at this poll. First off, this is pretty interesting. We're going to get to Dana White. I know everyone's waiting. We're going to get to it. But did you ever see this fight? But it's been 10 years since GSP fought Hendricks. Have you seen this? Did you ever get a chance to see it?
I think I did. I think I saw that a long time ago.
I want you to rewatch this fight, and I want you to tell me.
I believe I saw this when I remember in the very beginning of the show when we did Food Golf Friday, and if I lost, I had to watch
I don't remember
the fights of the viewer's choice or something.
No. Well, I mean, you would remember the fight. You would definitely remember it because it was very controversial.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this fight.
Well, anyway, I say you watch it again to tell me. I always thought Hendricks won this fight. And, I was just like, let me ask the community. It's been 10 years, right? It's been 10 years since these two competed against each other. And, Hendricks is the end of his career, the steroid thing, he fought Paulo Costa. Like, it just didn't work out well for him at the end. But people forget, like, Johnny Hendricks was so much fun when he was Big Rig. And when he fought GSP, it was a damn close fight. And you see GSP's face and Hendricks' face. Like, I was convinced that Hendricks won this fight. It was a split decision, went in favor of the champ. And if it's a close fight, I get it. Champ gets the nod in a lot of these cases, especially if you GSP. But I wanted to ask the people, and still, to this day, almost 2,000 votes so far, 53% say GSP won the fight, and 47% Hendricks. So close, but they say they got it right, the majority. So I guess I'm not going to ask you, but let me ask the chat. What do you think about this? Do you have any stern opinions on this situation? Because I think if you haven't seen this fight, I think you should run it back and let me know. Let me know what you thought of who won the fight.
GSP won the one according to criteria. I can't read what you're saying, man. Sorry. GSP won without being roided out. Says Sober Carl. Duchronic says I hate Johnny. Who the fuck is NFL? Says Trent. Kainoda Bros says 2 joints. Nossi says GSP people are lying. Who cares? LOL. I think the controversial round was that one. Was that round 1 in GSP versus Hendricks? Says 509. GSP was on roids. Says good night. Dr. C says, watching while wearing my Gangsta Party t-shirt.
No. the Paige Van Zandt Gangsta Party? Okay.
Johnny Hall says, the chat gets triggered with the term toxic masculinity. I said Dana was that. This chat reeks of vaginal discharge because it's full of sick pussies. So many it would make a gynecologist throw up. Oh, Johnny Hall is throwing shots at you guys.
Fire back, chat. Fire back. Don't take that.
Uh-oh.
How dare he say that?
Instigator in the chat.
He might be right, though. I think we were all a bunch of pussies. But
Are you guys a bunch of pussies?
I'm a pussy, so.
Good night is out to lunch, says the 13 rookie. I'm gonna come, says Duke Chronic.
Nice. That's good to know. I'm happy.
Come wrong, but
One's got to get past the filters. So, okay, will you be watching? And I put UFC Vegas 67, NFL Wildcard, both neither. 53% UFC Vegas 67. NFL Wildcard 18%, both 15%. So, and neither 15%. I don't buy the neither. I don't know, Jesse. I feel like, I guess maybe if you have a date, you're getting late or something. I don't know. It's been a while since we had the UFC. Maybe not the best card of all time, but why pass? I don't know. But here's the poll over here. Anything shock you about this poll?
Not really.
I tell you what, I'm so happy that the Giants are playing Sunday. I'm very happy because if they were playing the simultaneous to UFC Vegas 67, I would be half-assed.
You'd be miserable.
Yeah, I would be half-assing it. So I'm happy that they're on Sunday. But if you're a football fan, let me know what your team is in the chat.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Conan the Gargle.
Oh, very nice. Very nice, yes. Very nice. Really quick in the chat, is Conor McGregor gay, yes or no? Actually, I'll put a poll in. Is Conor gay? Okay, here we go. Let's ask community. This will solve it. This will put everything to rest. Is Conor McGregor gay? And then we will move on. It's in the chat. Vote away.
Wonderful, wonderful.
If my son was gay, I'd take him on a hunting trip. I'd tell him not to be afraid of the deep forest walk I'm taking him on. After all, I'm the one that has to walk back home from the forest by myself.
Thank you for that,
Are
Canado.
you kidding me? All right, Dana White, what do you have to say?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All right, so we got Dana White over here. He's in studio. Thank you for the donations. Appreciate that. Keep the donations coming. Dana White's about to address... No, it's low. I don't know why it's so low, but it is what it is. Deal with it.
So I just wanted to come out today and talk to you guys on this media day with the athletes that, the focus is on them. These guys have trained hard and got ready for this fight. What happened on New Year's Eve is my mistake, not theirs. And obviously...
You mean the fighters didn't slap your wife? Is that what you're saying, Dana? Is that what he's saying? It's his mistake?
Well, I think he's saying that because he doesn't want all of the media to take the attention off the fighters by talking about Dana the whole time.
This whole time I thought it was you that slapped her. So you're saying the fighters didn't do it? All right. So thank you for clearing that up.
Nobody's more about free speech than me. If if one of the fighters wants to come out and voice their opinion on it and whatever it might be, then by all means. I'm sure you guys have seen the TMZ video and seen my interview. It was obviously a horrible personal experience, and there's no excuses for it. Something that I'm going to have to deal with and live with for the rest of my life. And one thing that I do want to clarify in this thing that I didn't talk about on TMZ because I didn't expect it and I didn't see it coming is...
Neither did your wife.
Oh, good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You got to throw a zinger here and there, right, Jesse? No? I'm Team Dana, but, he walked, he helped me out.
The people that are defending me, there's never an excuse. I'm sure you guys have read some of the same stuff that I've seen. There's no defense for this, and people should not be defending me over this thing, no matter what. All the criticism that I have received this week is 100% warranted and will receive in the future. So, and you know me better than anybody. If, especially the people that I don't like start coming after me, nobody fires back more than I do. Mm-hmm. Whatever anybody has to say, everybody has an opinion on this, and they're right to have their own opinions. I was very opinionated on this too, and I still am. It's crazy that I'm sitting here even having this conversation with you guys, but yeah. So my reason for being here today is I just wanted you guys to focus on them and not me.
So, okay, I'm glad he addressed this. Right, get it out of the way, move on. But he did say focus on them and don't focus about me. Mm-hmm. And he's starting off the media scrum focusing about him.
No, but you understand what he's doing. He's getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
So that the media doesn't start asking him questions throughout the conference about it. He wants to address it, get it out of the way, and move on.
So why not do this? Why not say, okay, I'm going to have a separate press conference. Let's invite the media. Whoever wants to show up. Ask me all the questions you can, and then we move on. He literally went from this
I think that was
to the
appropriate.
all right, now let's ask fighter questions after
No,
we just
I
talked
think
about.
this is appropriate. Address it because it's on everybody's mind. You know, it's the elephant in the room.
But this is
So he
okay.
addressed it, and now let's talk about the fights. I don't know. I think it was appropriate.
I think he should have had his own thing where the press could have had prepared questions. Like he just threw this at them, and then they had to scramble around for questions, and then all of a sudden,
But what he's saying is, I don't want you to ask me questions about that situation. This is about the fighters. So let me just address it real quick to answer any questions that they might have thought they were going to ask, because he's not going to entertain it from this point forward.
If he wanted this to be about the fighters, he should have just done it separate. Just have a separate thing for him. Put it to bed. You know?
I don't know. I think it was addressed appropriately.
It was weird because I watched this live, and it rolled from this straight into the fighter interviews, and I'm like, I'm so like, I need a cold shower after this. Like, this is a weird thing. You know, I don't know. I felt like
I think
he
you might
made
be
it
reading too much into that
to
part.
me. It made it more about him. I think that was a kind of a drop of the ball. That's what I think. Regardless of the fact, I don't give a shit. I'm over analyzing the situation, but
Yeah,
still,
I think you might be reading too much into that.
Any questions?
see, like he completely shocked the media. So
Of
now
course,
that
but what would
so do you think this was a strategic thing that he didn't want the media to have prepared questions? Do you think that's why he did it?
Yes, I think he's shutting it down so the media doesn't focus on him throughout the press conference. So he's addressing what happened and then shut it down. And then the rest will be about the fighters and the upcoming fights and stuff like that. I think it was all right. I don't think that part was the worst part of the whole thing.
It's kind of weak.
I disagree.
Kind of weak. Why not?
I think it was very smart for him to address it.
go in there and not give the reporters the chance to have pre-ready questions.
Because
for
it's
him.
not about that. This is about the fighters. This is about the upcoming fights. This is not about Dana slapping his wife.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dana White's PR gal. Very
Are
good
you
job.
being sarcastic because you don't
Very good job.
like my opinion, or
Proud. No,
I'm
so
just
here's
trying
the
to
thing.
understand why you're being a smartass about it.
Because here's how I am, right? I have been defending Dana all the way up to this point. I'm Team Dana in this position, okay? In this situation. It was weird. This was fucking weird. Like, this was really strange.
Okay, but that's how you feel.
I'm allowed to have that feeling, no?
You are, but just because you feel that way doesn't mean everybody else has to feel that way.
Why are you slouching like you're in the Breakfast Club? Like, what's going on
I
here?
feel like you are starting to get cornered, so now you're just taking more direct
I don't-
attacks.
You're kind of you ever see the movie The Breakfast Club where like I don't know, it's
You're
kind of freaking me out.
deflecting. This isn't about
Well, I'm
me.
deflecting because it's interesting. I feel like you ever see that movie or no?
No, I know what you're doing.
I feel like you're in detention right now. All right,
Yeah.
anyway, let's move on.
You're taking
Morgan.
questions. I guess the big question that everybody wants to know. I mean, like you said, no excuses. Full apologies. And I like your statement there that it shouldn't be defended at all. But are there going to be any repercussions? People are saying, he's a big public figure. He's big, charged this big company. Nobody's really talking about it. Are there any repercussions planned from the company or self-imposed repercussions?
Yeah, well, I mean, what should the repercussions be? You tell me. I take 30 days off. How does that hurt me? I mean, I told you guys when we were going through COVID could last 10 years. I could set it out and, you know what I mean? What would be the problem? It's much like COVID, actually. Me leaving hurts the company, hurts my employees, hurts the fighters.
I love it. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Well, what would you have done? Would you have said anything different?
I love it. See, now this I love. He does not so any person that straight up hates Dana White probably had a heart attack from this sequence over here. Ready? Listen to it again. It's incredible.
Set it out and, you know what I mean? What would be the problem? It's much like COVID, actually. Me leaving hurts the company, hurts my employees, hurts the fighters.
Now, as a fan, I love Dana White. I love hearing him talk. I love hearing him talk shit. But that could be possibly the most narcissistic thing he's ever said.
He's just giving himself value where other people are devaluing him for his actions. That's all.
I was like, whoa, bro. I do want to know what you think about that. And all the Dana haters probably had a heart attack when he said that because, you fucking whatever. But Yeah, I was shocked when he said that. Like, I was like, damn, bro, you're just going all in on this. I respect it because I got to be honest with you. He doesn't give a fuck. And I probably would be the same way. I would probably say, you know what? I don't give a shit either.
Well,
you know?
yeah, he's handling it on his own, with whoever he needs to handle it with. He's already addressed it with his employers. So what more is there for him to do?
Man, doubling down. That's what he's doing. Double down, Dana.
Doesn't hurt me. I could have left in 2016.
Dude. No matter what the situation is, though, he always makes me laugh. Like, everything that he does is just glorious. Like the pompous attitude that this guy has is...
Well, the moment he compared it to COVID, you knew it was going to go there.
It's amazing.
It's much like... Me slapping my wife is much like COVID.
What would this company do without me? Now, listen, Dana is a pivotal part of the UFC's success. He's done an amazing job with the company. So, listen, I'm all in. Like, I'm Team Dana. Now, if he were to leave, it would hurt the UFC a little bit. I don't know if it would cripple the UFC right yet. I don't think it would. Would it?
I do think it would have a major impact, and not a good one. I do think that. I think they need him. There's a reason they didn't fire him after that whole fiasco. Most men who got caught doing something like that would have lost their jobs instantly, and they did not fire him.
So you're saying, wow. So you're saying because he's so important to the company, that's why he got away with it.
I think he's very valuable to them.
I could understand.
Because nobody else would be able to fill those shoes.
So I'm trying to, basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get, like, I don't want to just keep agreeing with Jesse, right? Because I mostly do agree. But I'm trying to get the other side. I'm trying
you want to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the haters are thinking. How would they view what Dana's doing here? So I'm trying to pull that stuff out and throw it out there so I could play the other side. Because honestly, if I just listened to this and told you my exact opinion on how I feel about this, you would want to vomit because we would both be just praising Dana White. So I'm trying to hear the other side, right? I'm trying to be that other person right now. And I kind of get it, how this probably would drive people even more insane. Like, if you're a Dana White hater, if you think he's an asshole, he doesn't pay his fighters or whatever it is, right? I could see how this could get you upset because he's, once again, tripling down. Like, he doesn't give a shit. Like, he does not care what you have to what you think or say. And he put himself in this position, you know? So he actually, think about it. He was at a nightclub. He slapped his wife. And he's got his job. He's fine. Like, if you think in a world...
It was basically like a slap on the wrist by Endeavor.
Where everyone gets canceled, right? Dana White successfully was able to move forward and do his thing. And for that, you're my hero. No matter how many people try to get on social media, and I've seen the comedians and the actors. I saw these celebrities on social media going out there and tweeting and saying, if this was a black man, this wouldn't be happening. He would be canceled and this and that. And it's like, guys, I don't think it's black or white right now. I think it's just Dana put himself in this position. Like, Dana put himself in such a powerful position, not because he's fucking white. He put himself in a position to do whatever the fuck he wants. And we've seen every color. We've seen people do this. People have played their cards right, and they've made massive mistakes. I mean, look at Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods, he's still playing golf, isn't he? Like, this guy was like, look at O.J. Simpson. My man O.J. Simpson legit murdered a woman. He's doing interviews. He's hanging out. He got his verification badge back. It doesn't matter of color. It's just a matter of how you play the game of life. And he's one step ahead of everybody. We're going to keep going with this. We got some donations.
Super chat.
Brandon.
If Derek Minor had been paid a decent wage or had health benefits, would he have ever considered fighting injured or throwing a fight and his career away? Hard to finance a $50K torn ACL surgery making $12K a fight.
So let's talk about this. And thank you for the $20 donation. Let's go. By the way, let's go, Brandon. Jump in the chat. Let me know where you want those points to go. Because you got to spin. You have become the stream boss. We only have 39 minutes left in the points game. This show has flown by. Thank you so much for the donation. Brandon Isabel, drop in the chat. You're going to get a spin. Who are you putting those points to? Let me know in the chat. Who do those points go to? And I'm going to show you right here. Here are the players. Kainoto, 2 joints, JBM, Mystic Moss, Hearns, Damn Savage, or Jason Osada. This is a massive, massive swing over here. And let's see who the points go to. We'll talk about the Derek Minor situation as well. Paid a decent minimum wage and had health benefits. Would he have considered fighting injured or throwing a fight and his career away? Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. It is a good point. Let's see if he's in that chat over here.
Hearns.
He said points to Hearns?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? Did he really say that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He gave the points to the Hearns. All right, here we go. Let's spin. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wow. Wow-wee-wah. Points to the Hearns. Oh, my God. Is the 100 coming? Oh, he got 25 points. Let's go. Wow. How about that? Hearns not even here, but he is a defending champion, and he has pulled himself to first place. Oh, boy. Wow. Big swing in the game right there just from a spin. Kainoto down to second now. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate that. What do you think about Minnerman? Like, he is making minimum wage.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You think if he was making more money, he wouldn't be playing these games?
No, I think once. No, I think he would be playing these games.
You know, I just feel so special.
B-Man, come on!
I've got a special face.
What?
Attention is short, bust to outer space, mind in a special place. GSP abducted me, I'm from an alien race. Special face. Special face. Special face.
Drop the B's in the chat. A $17 donation.
PTS Mystic.
Before I put this in, do you have the computer or no?
Nope.
Could you change something for me?
On what?
Or write a note to yourself, because the New Year's Eve donation has to go up $1.
I won't remember.
You can remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. B-Man? Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Second place! All right, boys and girls, let's get the dub. Let's get the dub. 35 minutes left in the points game. We got some more stuff to talk about with Dana White over here. By the way, shout out to Undisputed Belts. Undisputed Belts over here. The best belt company in the world. Blue Lights Belt, the Goat Milk Champion. Belt inside over here. We're going to open it tomorrow on our fight reaction. We're going to do an unboxing in front of the people over there. You excited to see his belt?
I am very excited.
They put Sonosi's belt up.
Oh, did they?
They did.
Yeah, let's see.
On their story. I'm not going to show it because I'll let Sonosi do it, but they did on social media over there. We got the best freaking belts in the game. Sonosi's belt's banging. This thing, I have a feeling, is going to look really nice. I can't wait to see this.
I think you showed this to me earlier, but I was busy doing something.
So thank you. Hey, B-Man, let's get that dub. All right, here we go. We got another donation coming in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sonosi.
The Other Side, aka the Dana haters, are cancel culture SJWs and aerial hog swallowers. The vendetta been there since Dana defied the narrative and ran UFC in the pandemic. They mad plus hear this. Dana W leaves equals Joe Rogan leaves to an inferior promoter comes in.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Sonosi. Appreciate that. Very hard-hitting donation. Thank you so much, man. That is the high score king. The overall high score king. Even though the Hearns is the 2022 score, 1,073. Sonosi has the 2006 615 over
on their
there.
Instagram or what?
Stories.
Oh.
And I reposted it. Thank you, Sonosi. Appreciate you guys donating. Appreciate that very much. We'll get back into the Dana White situation over here right now.
Oh, that is...
It's nice, right?
That is killer.
That's a nice belt. The Fuqua
Wow.
Friday belt is like, it's legit.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's even down
I
to
like
the
it.
strap is fucking fire.
The strap is the best part.
Yeah, that's a freaking nice belt. So whoever's the high score king at the end of the year gets the Fuqua Friday strap. Sonosi has the first ever belt, the 2022 Fuqua Friday champion. Right now, Hearns is in the lead, but he was in the lead before, and that didn't work out as Sonosi came in, swooped, and got that belt. He is currently the score leader, 1,007.3 on the points. And you've seen it right. Sonosi, 2,615 points in one night. Very impressive stuff over there. Will the high score king of Hearns be dethroned? And if someone dethrones the ultimate score of Sonosi, you get your own song, emoji, the whole thing over there. So good luck to everyone that donates massive bombs. Okay, let's get back into this.
You know what I mean? I don't know. What's the do I need to reflect? No, I don't need to reflect. The next morning when I woke up, you know what I mean? I've been against this. I've owned this. I'm telling you that I'm wrong. And but listen, I mean, we've had plenty of discussions internally with Ari, ESPN.
I would love to know what they said to him after the incident, like when it broke.
I don't.
He's like, listen, you goofs, you need me. Like, what do you think they said to
I
him?
wonder if maybe they put the ball in his court. Like, what do you think we should do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nobody's happy.
Let me know in the chat. What did they say to Dana White behind closed doors?
Nobody's happy about this, you know. Neither am I. But it happened, and I have to deal.
You know, I guarantee. He says it happened, and I have to deal with it. You know, I guarantee happened. I know what happened. Dana got behind closed doors with these guys. Hey, listen. I slapped my wife at a nightclub. It's going to hit TMZ. They already hit me up beforehand. Let's do some. Let's do some damage control here. And then they're probably like, shit, that sucks. All right, guys, let's get this together. Let's figure this out.
If you went to them first,
I don't think they said shit to him. I don't think they did anything, honestly.
Yeah, maybe the thing that they're not happy about is the publicity that it's getting, not so much what he did.
Yeah, I don't think they did anything. Like, I don't care, to be honest. But I mean, because she's all right. You know, they still love each other. They're still together, apparently, according to what she said, right? So I don't know. I honestly don't think Ari or any of those guys. Now, maybe Disney. Do you think ESPN and Disney said anything? They're probably like, just clear it up.
They probably had one of their upper end guys have a conversation with them, and
you think it was tense?
Maybe, but I'm sure they were able to smooth it over pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't think. Honestly, what do you think? Does anyone in the chat think that he got reamed by the upper echelon? You know, the investors and stuff like that?
I'm sure they had a few choice words for him. I don't think they're just going to let him go. They probably told him, hey, you fuck up like this again. You know, or like, don't fuck up like this again kind of thing. I don't think it was so much what he did, but the fact that it became public.
Yeah, I think that's probably what's driving people nuts, too, is probably they know that no one really said anything. Everyone loves Dana. Like, I'm sure that works with them. They probably have a good relationship with the guy.
Well,
TMZ was sucking him off.
I was just going to say, it helped that TMZ didn't really, bury him. They kind of cut him a break.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he got off pretty easy, to be honest. If anything, the social media stuff probably is the worst of it, right? Dealing with that nonsense.
Yeah.
And what is my punishment? Here's my punishment. I got to walk around for however long I live. Is it 10.4 years or is it another 25 years? And I gotta. This is how I'm labeled now.
I'm a millionaire, but I'm labeled as a wife beater.
Well, he's not wrong about that. People are always going to remember this.
They're going to forget. Give him a year. A great, if the UFC has a bonkers, great year, I feel like no one's going to talk about this anymore.
We'll see.
You know? How many people like do some really messed up things, and then time goes by, they're forgived, and and then this situation, is way worse than this. Like I mean, it's not. You shouldn't hit a woman. Yes, I agree with that, but I still think there's a lot worse situations that people have bounced back from.
Like
than
what?
This. I don't know. Greg Hardy.
He never bounced back. People still talk about it.
Yeah, but Greg Hardy still got a job
Nobody
in the
just
UFC,
forgave
and
him.
I don't know. People didn't give a shit anymore.
Yes, they did.
Until I don't know.
Yes, they did. That was like the first thing they talked about.
O.J.
when he
Simpson.
People didn't just forgive O.J. Simpson. Oh, you're trolling.
If the glove
You're
don't
a
fit,
troll.
you must have quit. I honestly think people are going to forget about it. I
We'll
do.
see.
Like Ariel won't. Ariel will keep on reminding people because he's nauseating. But by the way, how many people in the chat are like super Ariel fans to the point where it's like you'll defend him to no end? And it's fine if you are. Like you have a right to be a fan of whoever you want to be a fan of. It's fine. I'm just curious, like, what is the thing with Ariel? Like, why do people will go to bat for that guy to the point where it's almost like it's absurd. I would love to watch Ariel on fire. That's severe. Yeah, how many people are like super duper Ariel supporters? Look at this. Look at Dana. Dana's having a stroke. Don't worry, I'm not going to fucking light you on fire. I'm not going to light you on fire. And be nice in the chat. If anyone's like a super Ariel supporter, I'm just curious why, like, what's the reasoning? I just see perennial victim. Like, every time I freaking hear the guy, I feel like he's just complaining about how everyone hates him, and it's annoying. I wish when I do dumb stuff or break the law, I could just tell people I have to live with it, and nothing else will happen. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I mean, Dana was wrong, and so was his wife, right? They were both wrong. And the consequence that Dana does have, that's probably going to be more severe than anything, is the fact that people on social media will constantly, bring up this joke and harass him and this and that. So he's gonna get that heat. But if he did get fired, like, I don't think the company would completely tank right away. I don't think that. And I don't know, maybe, who knows? I don't see many people doing a better job than Dana right now. I don't. If you look at what Dana's done, like, there are people in the boxing world trying to mimic what Dana's doing.
It's some pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah. So if you think about what he has built with this company, you have to be like a little bit of a snake, a little sleazy in a way to be a promoter and build a company the way Dana did. So I'm sure Dana would admit to, making some moves where he probably looks back and he needs a cold shower thinking about. But if he were to be, quote unquote, fired, he's rich, like, big fucking deal. He could just start something else up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he really wanted attention, like, he could call up the Fertitta brothers and say, what do you want to do now? I mean, he's got this power slap thing. TBS is keeping it going. If they cancel him with that, he'll just pop up somewhere else and do something else. Maybe a podcast or something where Dana White says whatever the hell he wants. Like, what should happen to Dana White? Like, what should the punishment be? What's going to hurt Dana? Do we kill him? Like, what do we do? Do we crucify him? Do we drive nails into his wrist? There's nothing you can do to Dana White. There's no real punishment you can do. Now, if he did something where he should belong in jail, that's a different story. You lock him up, you throw away the keys. But does he deserve to be in jail for this situation? Like, it's silly. Both of them are idiots.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this should be the last that we talk about it, honestly, because if I'm starting to not care, I'm sure a lot of people are starting to not care, Like,
yeah.
It happened, we had our opinions on it, and, like, what the fuck are you going to do, It's not going to change anything, and...
Yeah, it's weird. Like, people are just so, like getting on Dana and this and that. He's an asshole. He's this. He's that. All right, well, it's great.
Other punishment is that, I'm sure a lot of people, whether it be media, fighters, friends, acquaintances who had respect for me might not have respect for me now. I mean, there's a lot of things that...
I want to know the person that had respect for him and doesn't have respect for him now.
I'm sure a lot of people do. Like,
who?
I'm sure there's a lot of anti-domestic violence type people out there who once, they probably loved Dana, and then once this happened, they fell off quick,
But isn't his wife guilty of domestic violence as well?
Well, yes, that's the
Right?
thing. I think that's
both
where
wrong.
this whole controversy lies is he shouldn't have reacted. She shouldn't have stopped him in the first place, but he shouldn't have reacted. And it was just like, I don't fucking know.
It's exhausting.
I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life that are way more of a punishment than what? I take a 30-day, 60-day absence? That's not a punishment to me. The punishment is that I did it, and now I have to deal with it. And more importantly, you guys know how I feel about other people's opinions of me. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I know a lot of you. I don't know what you do when you go home. I don't know
We slap our wives.
what you're into. Nobody knows you better than your kids do, okay? My oldest is almost 22. So for 22 years, he's grown up in a house with me and my wife and the rest of our family. They hear and see everything. They know everything, So whatever perceptions people might have about you, nobody knows better than your kids. And as long as my kids know exactly who I am, they know exactly who their mother is, and that's what's important to us. This is a.
Imagine if like one of the kids come out and write a book. Like the mom already wrote the book. Imagine one of the kids just is like, you know what? I've had enough of them. Like imagine like this actually is a reoccurring thing.
That's too much money to lose, Moss.
And one of the kids is like, you know what? I had it. There's a story that needs to be told. How many kids does he have?
I don't know.
Oh my God, dude, that'd be nuts. Like 10 years down the road.
I highly doubt anything like that.
A kid just says, you know what? Let's cash in, even though he doesn't have to because these kids are all well off already.
This is a personal family matter that played out in public, and
Now pause there. He said it's a personal family matter that played out in public, which means like the way I interpret that is it's happened before, but only in private. This is the first time it ever played out in public.
Yeah, I think what he's talking about is what they were arguing about is probably a reoccurring argument. This is probably something. This is not their first rodeo with that argument. I don't know if the slap was, might have been, but I have a feeling the argument is something that's a personal matter, and it got heated. They got drunk, and then that's when hilarity ensued. What do you think? Unfaithfulness? That's what Jesse was alluding to. I think that's what we need to find out. What were they arguing about to the point it would get him that agitated? Like, what's the... why didn't a reporter ask that? What were you guys arguing about? Like, reporters.
He would have answered with that. It's a personal matter.
But what could get you to that point? I understand you get drunk and this and that. What got her agitated? What did you say to her?
Cheating is a very good...
And if he doesn't answer the question, then follow it up. Speculation that you're cheating. Are you cheating on your wife, Dana White? That is journalism. That's journalism. Not these softball questions that they're throwing at him, right? They're scared.
I can't imagine, as a female, I can't imagine him doing anything worse than that to cause her to want to physically react. And just by her demeanor before this whole slap happened and all that stuff, like, she seemed very distraught. It was very clear. She was wearing her heart on her sleeve practically. Whatever she found out was... I can't imagine it's anything less than cheating.
Well, I'm not going to jump to a conclusion. I think that's unfair to just jump to a conclusion.
That's why I said imagine.
Yeah, that's a massive conclusion to jump to.
Yes, he cheated on his wife. I'm just saying this is my speculation.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is, but I would have asked. Like, that's what intrigues me. Like, what gets you to that point, right? I understand alcohol gets involved and, people do stupid things, but why are you guys so heated over there? And if you say it's a personal question, that's between us, then I would say, okay, let me get this out of the way. Were you cheating on your wife? And see what he says. If he doesn't answer that question, see, that's how you properly, that's how I interview my guests. I hit them with a softball, then I hit them with a question they're not going to answer, then I follow up with a more precise question. And if they don't answer the precise question, they inadvertently gave me the answer. Do you understand? And that is journalism. I never went to school for it, but I'm smart enough to understand that's how you get the answer. Because if he doesn't answer the question about cheating, then we all know what the answer is. Right?
Well, he wouldn't publicly admit it. He would just say no.
Okay. Then that's when you get the people that make the YouTube videos. All right, let's see if Dana White's lying, and like the professionals, and all right, his fucking nose twitched, Anyway, that's what I would do over there. At the end of the day, who gives a fuck, right? It doesn't matter. It's their business. But if you're going to ask questions and he's opening up the door, walk through the fucking door and ask the damn question. All right, Dana, what else do you have to say?
Focus was our kids. You want to talk about people being disappointed. Who's going to be more disappointed than your kids are? And, that's what we've really been focusing on. I mean, as far as her and I go, we both apologized. We apologized to our kids and, trying to move forward.
Is there anything moving forward that you think you can do in terms of, you just have such a high-profile position, right? Like in terms of advocacy. As you said, this is wrong, this is bad. Is there anything that you think this would be a great point to start to, a message against it, supportive domestic violence victims, anything along those lines?
Yeah, we've created a lot of awareness, this was, and that's not something that I'm trying to, but I've been married to this woman for 27 years. We've known each other for 40. We've been friends for 40 years.
It's time to get a new model, right? I think we're done. We should move on. You're Dana White. Why are they still together?
So when I'm 40 years old and you're what?
80.
Almost 60. You're going to be like, time for the new model.
Well, here's the thing, right? They're the same age, okay? Dana White is 50-something, right? She's 50-something. They've known each other since they were 14, right? They got into an altercation at a freaking nightclub. Clearly things aren't going right. Why are they still together? For the kids? The kids they're all grown-ups.
Well, this just goes back to your thing of it's speculation. Who are we to assume? You can't make that judgment because for all we know, they are not physically violent with each other behind closed doors, and maybe this was just a fluke.
If it gets to the point where you and me are at a nightclub and we're beating the shit out of each other in a nightclub.
They weren't beating the shit out of each other.
Or, slapping each other in a nightclub. You would think, okay, enough's enough. What are we doing
When you love
here?
somebody, you put up with a lot.
Yeah? You think it's love?
I think they love each other enough to put up with it.
Okay, Jesse. You know what, Jesse? This is time for an inspirational speech. Love. Even if you slap each other in a nightclub, Jesse, you could still work through it, right? And tell the people how you could work through a slap in a nightclub, New Year's Eve, Mexico, Jess. Because people could use this advice. And I think you could help a lot of relationships. No? You got nothing?
I got nothing.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, let me try this. Before this stream, I would see a situation like that as two people being incredibly wrong, right? The wife slapping the husband, then the husband doubling down with 2 slaps on the wife. After knowing someone for 40 years, you would think, okay, it's time to split. The kids are grown up. You're rich. You could split up money. Everyone would be happy. But what I found out tonight is that love prevails. It doesn't matter how much you slap each other in public in front of TMZ. It doesn't matter if the internet explodes and makes a million jokes and memes about you slapping your wife. It doesn't matter if Ariel Helwani gets out there and tries to cancel you. You can get past all that. All you need is love. All you need is that feeling, that fire. You could do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, slap your wives and husbands. It's okay. Sometimes the emotions get the better of you. But at the end of the day, love prevails. You could be sucking someone's dick right in front of your spouse. But if you love that person that you're cheating on, you can get away with it. Thank you. Thank you. Right?
Hit the nail on the head, Mom.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
We've been married for 27 years, and like I said, anybody who's married knows being married is it's a job. It's something you got to work at every day. Her and I have been through some shit, but we're still together. we have 3 great kids, and, you know, the biggest focus for us is our family. I mean, yeah, I guess it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think about what it's like. I don't know. I mean, there's been a lot of awareness, and, you know, I haven't hid from this thing. I haven't ran from it. I've taken it head on, and from day one, you know, I don't know what else I could do. Sure, if I could help anybody else in this situation. I mean, I said it before, and now I'm saying it after I've done it. You don't ever do it.
Could you imagine, like, hey, Dana White, do you mind speaking in front of domestic violence victims and you know, giving some advice? Well, don't be like me. Don't go to the nightclub New Year's Eve and smack your bitch up. It's just wrong. Learn from my mistakes. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, buy pay-per-view. $80. Like, what is he going to do? Like, what is he going to do to speak up on, hi, I'm Dana White, and I am, I'm guilty of domestic violence, but I'm a new man right now. I don't like to slap my wife anymore. I got that out of my system. So you should not slap your wife. Thank you. Like, what is he going to say? What is Dana White? Like, what is he? Like, how does he speak up? How does he spread awareness? How would Dana White spread awareness about domestic violence? Okay. Help me out in the chat, please.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Haters be hating cause he didn't shut down for COVID. FYI, Endeavour are on their knees happy because Dana decided to operate during the 2020 COVID pandemic. If anyone else ran as president, I bet you all my savings they shut down. There, I solved it. Done.
There you go. Thank you, Sonos. Appreciate that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Solvetta coming in, dropping a deuce.
Dana's wife found out about his second family he's been keeping a secret with a ring girl. Years later the kids come out, my dad beats my mom and pays for his side pieces abortions. 20 years later Dana's son nobody knows about becomes a world champion.
There you go. I love that. Look at that. That theory is pretty good. What do you think about that, Jess?
Oh my god. I'm not entertaining these.
Now, if you'd like to drop a donation, I encourage you, come up with a theory. What's going on here? What's happening here? That might be it. All right, here we go. Back to Dana White. By the way, 11 minutes left in the Points game. By the way, when this stream is done, we're going to go live on our second stream of the evening. We're going to be doing predictions. We got it locked and loaded. We got it ready to go. Members only, so you must hit that join button if you'd like to enjoy our company for the Predicciones, UFC Vegas 67. But this points game is coming to an end over here, and Hearns in first place with 11 minutes left. Oh boy, Jess, we need some help.
Oh boy,
I need some help here. I need to win this game.
Don't defend me. Don't anybody defend me. There's no reason to even try to defend me, and I don't want any of our fighters in this position where they feel like they have to, unless they want to come out and say he's an asshole, or whatever their feelings are about this. I'm all about free speech. So,
if a fighter just says, "Hey, man," and just starts shitting on Dana because of this,
I highly doubt that if a fighter came out and just said what they were feeling, that it wouldn't stick in Dana's mind. I think Dana's kind of inviting a bad relationship with his fighters by doing that. I think fighters should just keep their opinions to themselves about their employer, maybe, and just move on. I don't know if it's in the fighter's best interest to make any comments about it.
Okay.
Last thing for me, Dana, it was incredibly unfortunate timing, I guess, in terms of the launch of a slap league. I mean, is that...
I'm not offering anything. If I win, I am the fucking heel, baby. If I win this points game, I gloat about it. I throw it in your face, and no one gets to sheath underwear. If you want to play spoiler, points to the Mystic. See, B-Man knows what's up. Puts me in second place over there. First place. I spoil the party. So points to Mystic Moss here. Let the tears fly and let me sing my song to myself, please. Thank you very much. Dana, back to you.
Do you think that's going to impact what happens with that, or is everything good to go? Or what?
There is no good or bad timing for what I did. You know what I mean? There's irony.
Actually, I thought it was pretty good timing. Right before Power Slap.
That's why he said irony.
Yeah, I mean, that's great timing, right?
Very ironic.
Yeah.
But there's no good or bad timing.
I think it's great. Don't worry about Dana. Embrace it.
For what I did on New Year's Eve.
Dana, obviously,
you know, when something like this happens, you've got to take it day by day. I'm sure plans are changing about how you deal with it, but sitting here today, do you think, oh, maybe I should have done this differently? Maybe I should have put out a statement rather than going to TMZ? Is there anything you would have done differently?
I would have stayed home New Year's Eve.
That's a pretty good answer.
Nice job, Dana. There you go, Dana.
So I could slap her in private.
I would slap her behind the closed door.
My new fave show, Fools.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's the best donation of the evening. New favorite show. Thank you so much for the donation. By the way, how do we have 99 likes? Hit the fucking like button, please. Hit the like button, smash it up. What are you waiting for? It's free. Like up the stream and be wonderful, wonderful. How dare you? How dare you not like this stream? What are you waiting for? Thank you.
If I could go back and change anything, I'd have stayed home on New Year's Eve, yeah. But no. I don't know. Do you think so?
I don't know. Maybe an official statement, but if you said that in TMZ, it's the same words.
I did an interview on TMZ. I literally, there was, what else was there to say?
No, I
I
agree.
mean, you could literally write an official statement from my TMZ interview.
You mentioned it's a personal matter, and I respect that, but I'm curious, is everything okay with the family? Is it a process?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing nobody's asking about. Hey, are you guys okay? Is everything? We finished our family vacation and we came home. And yes, we're good. I mean, obviously, we're still dealing with, you know, with the kids. My oldest isn't happy with us, you know what I mean? And you know, it's I'm sure it's embarrassing for the kids, you know, that this thing played out. And again, I can tell you this, and a lot of people will take it however they want, will believe or won't believe, but it's never happened before. It never, ever happened before. So obviously for my kids, it's a big deal.
Now, it never happened before. In Mexico? Or
I will give him the benefit of the doubt. And
Okay.
I would say that having never seen my parents lay hands on each other, if I were to just witness my mother slap my father and then my father just knocks her ass to the ground, I think that would leave a scar on anybody. I bet it is pretty traumatizing for their kids. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there is probably a lot more going on behind the scenes now because of this situation. So that's why I think, like, it's, we're sitting here talking about it and stuff, but we probably should be respecting the privacy of what happened because it's I guarantee it's not easy for those kids.
Oh, no. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, you don't want that happening. That's got to be humiliating. Your father is like this mega guy. Like, he's super famous, right? He's got this UFC exploding. He's at a nightclub. They're having drinks. He slaps his mom.
Well, I'm not saying
mom.
not just the publicity about
it's
it.
humiliating.
Obviously, yes, it's embarrassing. I'm not talking about just the publicity of it, though. I'm not talking about just because everybody knows. I'm saying just witnessing two people that you love physically harm each other. Like what that would do to your head.
I don't think I gotta be honest with you. Maybe I'm off, but I don't think it's even that. Like, I think in a normal situation would be that.
If you saw
I
your
think in
father
this situation,
hit your mother and knock her to the ground, that would not hit your
she
head.
probably deserved it. Let's be honest. Like, I have a feeling.
Are you out of your mind?
I have a feeling the kids have been in the house. Mom acted a little silly, and not saying she's been hit before, but
And
they're
this
probably
is
like,
where
"Oh,
I'm
mom
ending the
probably,
conversation
mom
with you.
probably is going down that road again." So they're like, "Oh shit, you had to do it on camera." I think they're more embarrassed. That's my opinion, but maybe I'm off on that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Possible.
I don't know. I can't continue this conversation with you.
Me neither.
How tough was that conversation with them the day after and just in general?
I mean, just like we did, you know, before the TMZ interview happened, we sent them the video, and we got them on the phone.
Yeah, when this happened, everything was taken care of. The softball questions on the TMZ. TMZ is like, listen, we're going to release this. Let's get the interview out. Like, it was just all bop, 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 bop. You know, like, I don't think that Dana faced anything besides the backlash from the internet. That's it. Everything else was just, you know, taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's speed this thing up.
And we did the best we could.
Last question. I'm not fielding any more questions.
If you have
reached out to any of the female fighters on the roster, especially the ones that have dealt with domestic violence before?
Yes, let me reach out to all the female fighters, and you know, say how deeply sorry I am.
Just wondering if you
No, I've
What the fuck kind of question?
reached out to any of the fighters. This is my thing.
All right, I'm done. That's it. I'm out of here. Get out of here, Dana. All right. That went way too far. All right. What kind of question is that?
I don't know. That was silly to me too. I thought, like, why would he? What reason? What would he have to reach out to other?
Reach out to the
It's
fucking
not
female
like
fighters.
he's abusing them. I thought that was so stupid.
All right, boys and girls. Let me know in the chat what you think about this whole Dana fiasco. That is it for me. I am not talking about this anymore. That is it. If you want to hear more about it, you're not hearing about it here. I'm wrapping that up. I do want to talk about the James Krause thing really quick. And I want to wrap up this points game as we are almost done. Whoa, I saw a big one coming in over here. Uh-oh.
I've got a smartphone and I need a time machine.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
The Hearns.
Jackie, you punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy. You faggot. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch.
Oh, boy.
Fuck you hoe. Come and say to my face, fuck you ass for everybody.
Oh, boy.
You bitch.
Oh,
Come
boy.
on, you bitch. You scared coward. You not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me.
We might have to change that donation with the new
Dana
monster.
needs to get therapy from Mike Tyson.
Oh.
Look at him, he's doing all right, lol. Points me.
Wow, Roberto coming in. 45 points in first place. But it's not over here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Mystic Moss needs some help. Boys and girls, let's play spoiler tonight. Do not let the Hearns win the belt once again. We need to block him, boys. We need something to happen here immediately. There are 2 minutes left in the game. I need a hero. I need a hero in the chat to stand up and say, I support this show and I support the bad guy. Mystic Moss needs some points over here. He has 17 points. The Hearns with 45. Right now, the underwear is going in his direction. If you want to spoil the fucking game, you got to slip in there and drop that dono, say points to a specific person and get the dough. Jesse needed some help over here. She's got 1 point. It's any person's game. Who will win with 1:36 left on the clock? Will there be a hero? Or will the Hearns be victorious once again? His name on the shiny belts. He is the high score king. Will there be a hero? Jesse, would you like to say anything to the chat as you have 1 point?
Super chat.
Bow. Chica Mau Mau. Thank you for the 99 cent. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the donation. Let's go, champ. All right, 44 seconds left. We're going to wind down the points game here. Right now, the Hearns is in control by the 45 points. Will it indeed stay this way? We're going to talk about Krause real quick, and then we're going to go into our secondary stream, locked and loaded, ready to go. We got our fight reaction stream ready to go as well, so make sure you go over there and hit the like buttons on those two streams. One more tonight and one mañana. 18 seconds left on the clock, and I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous here, Jesse.
You're getting nervous.
I told you, the prediction of Hearns winning this thing, it looks like it's coming to... I just had a feeling that the Hearns were going to get it done again. And here we go, 60. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He does it again. He does it again. Drop the Hearns in the chat. Fuka Friday. The Hearns holds on to his belt and gets the Sheath underwear. That's right, Sheath underwear coming his way. Everyone bow down and still. Champion, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, bow down to your and still champion, Roberto Hernandez. Thank you very much, Roberto, for the wonderful, wonderful contribution to the show, keeping us alive, going, and flowing. I want to talk about James Krause and then get the Fook out of here. We will have a second stream ready to go here, so we'll talk about a little Krauski and then get out. A little sauerkraut. Mr. Roundhouse.
Hear me now, Donna's retiring within 1 year. PayPal that me.
Wow, you're saying Dana White retires in 1 year.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't see it. Do you think so? You think people are gonna get the canceling going enough where it's just gonna drive them nuts and it's gonna be more of a nuisance to continue with the UFC? Is that what you're saying? Dana's not going anywhere, in my opinion. Not going anywhere. Look at this. This is fascinating over here. Check this out. Is Conor gay? 50-50, Jesse. Yes and no. Wow. What do you think about that?
I think there's a lot of haters voting on this poll, to be honest.
50-50 chance of being homosexual. Okay, final story of the evening over here. James Krause. Let's talk about it real quick, and then we'll get out of here. I saw Ann put it in. Oh, shit. Where'd it go? What? That was so weird. I saw Ann drop it in here, and now it's not here. Am I seeing things? Oh, here it is. Okay, no picture. Thank you, Ann, for dropping in the news section. So, let's see. Here's the Bloody Elbow story, which, I can't stand Bloody Elbow. Okay, more details emerge, a betting scandal. So basically, they're saying, here, let's see if I can get to it really quick here. Actually, this is not the story I should go to.
Well, it says right here what he did.
Where is it? Where are you pulling it?
It says, according to ESPN, Krause served as an agent or middleman between an offshore sportsbook and bettors dating back to 2019. In that role, Krause supplied bettors with a line of credit and login credentials. Those bettors, according to the sources, placed bets on the offshore betting site and paid Krause directly via Venmo or PayPal. Krause also reportedly offered bettors payment for referring additional bettors to him.
So he was the offshore betting. He was involved with that, getting paid from them. Oh my goodness, this is just getting worse and worse.
I mean, isn't that highly illegal what he's doing?
It sounds like it. This is incredible. Like, every time I see Krause's name in the news, I just cringe. Like, I can't believe this. How could you get yourself so wrapped into this situation?
Well, look at that one guy who got himself wrapped into this whole gambling world that we were just talking about him, where he scammed his audience and all that.
Oh, yeah, the lock guy.
It just goes to show that it's such a slippery slope. You know,
but this guy was a UFC fighter. He's coaching Brandon Moreno,
it can
champion.
happen to anybody, no matter your status.
This is nuts. But you know what it is with him? I don't think it was about the gambling. I think it was about just making money. I think that's what it was.
That's usually what it is.
You know?
Gamblers are so fixated on the fact that they have, the upper hand, and that's how they dive into this world.
Yeah, so I think people wrapped around him were involved in the gambling, sickness that it is. But I think with Krause, it's different. I feel with him, yes, there was gambling involved. That's why he's in trouble. But I think that he was just getting paid money from all different angles. You know what I'm saying? And he was manipulating the system and working with offshore companies. Like, this is out of control. This is like on another level. This man is going to be behind bars. It's wild. And he fucked Laura Sanko, Jesse. What a life.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, chat, final words. Let me know what you thought about any of the topics tonight, and we're going to roll into our second stream of the evening. What do you got in the chat?
He had a Dustin Poirier style when he was fighting since Mr. 509. Mark Roberts says, heck yeah, go Hearns. Krause, yeah, he was making big time. Krause was really good. Fighter 2. Yep, he will. All damn. Laura Sanko says good night. T-Bone Malone says Sean goes sleepy sleep. Two Dwayne says, Jesse, are you ditching us like Ozzy Cat did with Moss and Blue Light?
You got to tune into the next stream.
Touche says good night. Lucille says we. Two Dwayne says let's go. Roberto Hernandez says sober Carl. And MMA Roundhouse says LOL.
Well, thank you guys for jumping in tonight. Make sure you smash up that like button. If you didn't hit the like button, you're useless to us. So smash up the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the notification bell. We'll be live tomorrow. We got the stream scheduled and ready to go. We're going to react to the entire card. Been doing it for 6+ years strong and very much looking forward to fights. Tomorrow, fights in the business. We got Imavov. We got Strickland. I'm going to be making my predictions on our next stream. Make sure you're a member because I want to see you over there. The join thing is only $3 a month, and it gives you the ability to after party with us. It gives you the emojis in the chat. You stand out. Everyone is sexy and swole. So make sure you join up, member up over there. And the reason why we're doing bonus streams for that is because we want to give you guys more. I mean, if you're going to pay $3 a month, we don't want to just give you emojis. We want to give you bonus content as well. So jump on over to the other stream. And if you can't afford that, it's fine. It's free tomorrow on the channel. We're going to be doing the fight reaction, so that's that.
Yes.
Okay. See you later. We'll see you in a couple of seconds.
Okay. Thank you to our sponsors, Sheath Underwear, CBDX, MyBookie.ag, UFC on ESPN Plus, and Undisputed Belts. Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.
Oh, by the way, this stream is going to redirect you to the next one anyway. So if you can't find it, it's going to redirect you. Stay in the chat. It'll throw you over to our scheduled stream. Bye.
A black man can't drink?